Drop 100 on the DJ, play some 90s R&B. Every day a different form when you ride and shot with me. I can take you to the mansion, hit a yacht and have a drink. You been California dreaming, close your eyes and don't you blink. Drop 100 on the DJ, play some 90s R&B. Every day a different form when you ride and shot with me. I can take you to the mansion, hit a yacht and have a drink. You been California dreaming, close your eyes and don't you blink. Let me sweep you off your feet, we do London for a week. Really ain't the one for waiting, but my presence make you leap. And this ain't just about your body, want your mind and then your sheets. I don't fuck with none of these bitches, if I want you it's for keeps. I can show you how I'm living, take care of you like my peeps. Fly you out to Carolina, I can listen while you speak. You want Fendi, hear some cheddar, cause I know you ain't no leech. It don't make the problem better, but put a smile up on your cheeks. When I fuck up in that pussy, I make love like it's a treat. Cause I really say the moment for the times that we can't beat. Sleeping in my Texas tea, cause you said it smell like me. When I'm overseas, you callin', see my face and it's relief. She ain't used to money calling, all her niggas always beef. Off-white and Lil Prada, I want diamonds in my teeth. She ain't used to gangsta loving, kiss her toes and let me eat. I can give you your desire, cut you off or set you free. Drop 100 on the DJ, play some 90s R&B. Every What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's your boy Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail. What's the good deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young and Hefe. And I'm here to bring you another one like the other one. P gang, Hot Topics today is pertaining to two recipients I did time with. Tiny Teaspoon from R60’s and Doughboy, who was a Sunni Muslim out of Pennsylvania, you know what I'm saying, out of PA. He wasn't from Philly. If I mistake myself, I said mistake myself. If I serve myself correctly, down the line of memory, he was a crip out of PA, out of Pennsylvania, wherever Wiz Khalifa from, wherever city Wiz Khalifa from in the state of Pennsylvania, that's where Doughboy was from. Doughboy was an ex-crip, you know what I'm saying, who no longer gangbang and was on Muslim time. So, I don't know if you guys know the backstory of the Muslims as far as life in jail, but if somebody told on somebody or got somebody a lot of time, did things they wasn't supposed to do, been ran up from other yards, been X'd off other yards, and don't want to go PC, and don't want to be in a hole doing a prison stay to where they cut off from the necessities that the yard bring, like going out to wreck, commissary, you know what I'm saying, ice, you know what I'm saying, that phone every day, you know what I'm saying, versus to where you in a hole, you get it a month. However, a lot of people sign up and or take they shahada to become Muslims. You know what I'm saying? The Muslims is a deep card. You feel me? The Muslims is a deep and dangerous card. A lot of people, ex-gang members, ex-street dudes, drug dealers, and things like that, who found their faith in Allah. Some of these people are still the same people that they were in the past before they took their shahada, but they've chose to suppress the negativity, you know what I'm saying, and walk in a positive plight in our light. However, within everything in life, from the real, the thorough, the solid, you know we got to have some fake people. So it's always fake people taking their shahads too, you know what I'm saying? There's always a lot of fake people taking their shahads that's just trying to be protected, you know what I'm saying, by Allah and his soldiers, you know what I'm saying? However, today is the first day of Ramadan. So I'm going to be bringing y'all a few Muslim stories, you know what I'm saying, during Ramadan. You know, we're going to have this Muslim series going off, you know what I'm saying, for the Akis, because it's Ramadan, you know what I'm saying? It's the first day of Ramadan. Y'all know how I go, man. Don't consume nothing, you know what I'm saying, until that sun down. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You understand me? So we're going to get right off into this story. This story takes place in federal prison or whatnot. So, however, just to give y'all a brief rundown and backstory on Teaspoon. Teaspoon was a big old black wide dude, you know what I'm saying? He probably was about 5'11", just breaching 6 feet. If you think I'm wide, he was a size He was a size wider than me. Wide, big wide boy, you know what I'm saying? Real dark, you know what I'm saying? Last name Colino. He had roots that was rooted in Peru, you know what I'm saying? So he'd tell you that he was Peruvian, you know what I'm saying? But black as night, you know what I'm saying? Had like a little good grade of hair, a little curly hair and whatnot. However, Teaspoon was a good homie, you know what I'm saying? Always ready to go. He was loud, he was boisterous, you know what I'm saying? He had a squeaky voice, and he loved getting high off the spice, off the tune. And Teaspoon used to get aggressive with a lot of dudes when he was off that spice, or certain homies trying to come up and check him about things he was doing and the mentality he had, and telling him he need to change some things and stuff like that. Depending on what it was, Teaspoon was roaring up on people, or if he didn't respect you or thought he had to win with you, you know what I'm saying? He didn't care about you coming to him with politics. However, me and Teaspoon had kind of hit it off when he first came to the yard. You know what I'm saying? He had came to my unit. You know me, I'm on some cripping, unless you show me otherwise. If you show me otherwise that you not on no cripping, you know what I'm saying, that you own what you own, or you on some enemigo stuff, then that's what we gonna get to, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna serve a nice, you know what I'm saying, lunch or dinner or breakfast of it. So however, we hit it off, we was chopping it up, we both had came from Victorville, although we was on different yards, you know what I'm saying? He had let me know some of my good men he was on the yard with, as well as my brother. He told me he used to play basketball with my brother every day and stuff like that. So, me just on the intake and watching Teaspoon, when he first arrived on the yard, I took a liking to him for sure. You know what I'm saying? With all the loud and boisterous stuff, once he got comfortable and doing some things that was unethical, not foul, but like unethical as far as running up debts and stuff like that. And like I said, the Southsiders, they liked him a lot too. Like Teaspoon was a person that was like really liked on the yard as far as like with other races and stuff like that. He can go over there and get stuff from him. They like clowning and laughing with him and stuff like that. However, me and Teaspoon as well, we got down because his uncontrollable ways, you feel me? Like when he get off that spice used to turn him up and turn him to a bad person, to where he was making a lot of decisions he wouldn't have made if he was sober or if he felt like the homies was on him. So really on this side of the yard, there was a lot of homies from neighborhood. And they didn't just, they didn't want to take the challenge of dealing with Teaspoon. So, however, me and Teaspoon had got down pertaining to what the Teaspoon do. Oh, so the reason why me and Teaspoon had got down, I had brought y'all that story, you know what I'm saying, probably like a few months back, is because he had a partner that he used to smoke spice with that was like a baller brim or either a 5'9" brim named Slugs out of New York. I think he was like from upstate New York. He wasn't from one of the boroughs or anything. Me and this dude, we was cool. We had a light falling out. And during the time we had a falling out, I wasn't messing with him, and the type of line I was pushing, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna say I had him nervous, but I guess he was trying to secure himself, you know what I'm saying, knowing how I moved, you feel me? So he was trying to get a weapon from Teaspoon, and somehow, some way, he got that weapon out of Teaspoon, and that ended up falling in my lap. That was one thing amongst the many strikes he was already catching, and people was acting unnoticed to him. That and the camel that broke the straw that broke the camel back for me was when he was playing dominoes at the table with a dude from DC, and another guy from DC put up to the table and asked him if he could sit down and play dominoes, and Teaspoon denied him and told him like no, or like gave him like a oh, give us a minute type answer like situation, to where the dude couldn't sit right down. But as the dude spent off in his waiting, Teaspoon come out his mouth and tell the dude like, hey, yeah, your homie can't sit right here, you feel me? I heard he had a problem with the Crips at the last spot, and it was kind of like a melee, or he got down with a Crip. So, this is a Crip table. We playing dominoes at your homie ain't good. To where that DC dude that Teaspoon thought was his boy went back and told his DC homie what Teaspoon had said, which got this DC dude riled up, and he started riling all his homies up, and they get strapped up, being that the Crips was one of the deepest functions on that yard, and the DCs was a smaller group, to where usually they're a large group. In their mind, they was like, man, the Crips about to try to bring us a move, so let's just get off and get up out of here. But being the relationship I had with my celly next door, Marlo from Uptown DC, you know You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't in the unit, you know what I'm saying? But he held it, you know what I'm saying, steady and hard body, you know what I'm saying, based on our relationship. He asked us the situation, asked what was going on, told his homies, man, hold on, let Ant come up in here. We gonna get the situation, you know what I'm saying, together. As I came in there, it was explained what had happened. From there, you know what I'm saying, oh yeah, Teaspoon, you on bullshit. Try to get at the neighborhoods, to holler at him. The neighborhoods really don't want to handle their business on them. So after 48 hours, when I seen that people was dragging their feet, I just had to handle the business. So after I handled the business, you know, me and Teaspoon, we chopped it up, and you know, he was just like, damn, bro, you know, what's up? And I was like to let him know, like, yeah, bro, you know, you on bullshit. I ain't know what's up. You know what you did. You got that boy a knife, regardless of us being allies, but you know me and him into it. And then you just did this thing with the DC, bro. You don't be thinking, bro, these dudes is ready to butcher the homies. Dudes in here watching TV, watching movies, not knowing what's going on, are about to get stabbed up and become victims because of your games. And they don't even know what's going on. And then you leaving it up to dudes like me and other solid individuals to try to go on the next wave and are catching DC dudes to get our one back up because you did BS. And I would have did the same thing if the shoe was on the other foot. So, however, a lot of people used to come to me to holler at Teaspoon because it seemed that I was the only one that had some control and or contain Teaspoon and get through his thick skull what was going on and how he was moving and stuff like that. So, after we squabbled and stuff, he kind of cut back on the smoking the spice, but he was still doing his thing, but he stayed very respectful. He walked the lines that they were supposed to be walked. You know what I'm saying? And with no disrespect. And just, you know, being laid back. You feel me? Because even though this was a penitentiary, you know what I'm saying? You know, when I came on the yard, me, Lefty, and Low from UG, once we captured the yard, you know what I'm saying? No, we made it a safe haven and a comfortability to how we liked the program. You know what I'm saying? And that's what was going on. So it wasn't really too much you had to do. But, you know, we in jail. So some people like running amok and doing whatever they had to do. So, however, as I said, everything was cool. Soon as I left the day Nipsey died, the next day I was on trans to a lower level facility. However, I had left the unit in the hands of, who did I leave the units in the hands? I think I left the unit. No, Popeye from schoolyard already had went down to the other program. I think Teaspoon was the only homie there. I left the unit to Teaspoon, and I had hollered at another homie and told them, like, look, bro, y'all do y'all thing. Y'all make sure everything, you feel me? Like, as far as the yard, the homies gonna vote that in after I leave as far as who got the yard. But the unit, this you. You know what I'm saying? So I left him, you know, some responsibility and hope that, you know, he can carry this load. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely did that. So, however, when I left, they said that Teaspoon fell off the bandwagon and started back, you know, drinking, smoking, you know, around there tripping, you know, pushing his weight around. What's up, guys? Teaspoon, 60's, guy. You know what I'm saying? They say he was back around on this BS. So, however, Doughboy, I also knew Doughboy as well. So, I was in the unit 4A with Doughboy at Atwater, California. And Doughboy was like a crafty little dude. He was like short in size. He was like about 5'5". You know what I'm saying? Short, real dark skinned too, like Teaspoon, black. You know what I'm saying? Little pop belly, walk like pigeon toe, like a little pigeon. He was kind of pigeon toe with his little walk, had a little belly on him. You know what I'm saying? He was short and he was a crip. And I don't know what Crip hood he was from in PA, but he used to always get at me like, yeah, why, what's up, cuz? You know, we got the Crips in PA. You know what I'm saying? Wiz Khalifa Crip, you know, that's the homeboy and stuff like that. So I just used to be like, all right, but I was never a fan of the guys who was Crips that wasn't on Crip time. And I tell you that quick. And if you try to come up and cuz me and try to lock a siege with me, thinking it's good because you found out I'm a Crip, and then you try to come tell me like, yeah, bro, you know, I'm a Crip too. I just didn't get on time because my people, you know what I'm saying? Or I heard that y'all Cali dudes, LA dudes be doing people like this. Then I'm just like, as a man, bro, you wasn't cut out or made for this, because a man ain't gonna stand for nothing. Like on everything, if you let, regardless of me being from Cali, LA, you let me snatch your crippin', then it showed it wasn't made for you from the get-go. So, you know, that's why I should serve all of them with that. Like, man, I ain't trying to hear that. That's all y'all sob story, bro. That's bunko, man. Like, why didn't you, you know what I'm saying, hop on time and see? But you gonna let another man do you like that anyway? You know what I'm saying? You know what's right and you know what's wrong. If your number come up to where you gotta go put in that work, you gotta go put in that work. Of course, we want to see what you about. We know what we about, being from the homeland and being ones that been up in that field doing our thing, not to take away from what you did way out of your state. But as I said, this the motherland. We don't know you. You know what I'm saying? We trying to figure out who you are. So, however, Doughboy was one of them dudes, and he was real crafty. He worked in the kitchen, and he was always trying to get over on people, like selling stuff for the high. Like it's something to be from $2. Doughboy for sure trying to get $3 or $4. You know what I'm saying? He upping it. And like I said, he used to just be like a little whisperer. You always see him whispering in people's ears, stuff like that. But, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, he kept it respectful besides his crafty and shifty ways. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So, I used to deal with him here and there as far as buying stuff from the kitchen because he was in a butcher shop as well as the OM that used to cook for the staff. And that's where all the good stuff come up out of. You feel me? Like all the street stuff, you know what I'm saying? From steaks to the bomb chicken patties to the chicken breast, you know what I'm saying? You name it, you know what I'm saying? Eating gourmet. So, however, Doughboy and Teaspoon both worked in the kitchen. And Doughboy and Teaspoon used to deal with each other because to where I was different and wasn't an acceptance of the dudes who wasn't on time with the Crips, Teaspoon was like polar opposite and different. He welcomed that if you was a Crip, you know what I'm saying? Like if you got at him like, man, I'm a Crip and I'm off time, Teaspoon, but man, woo, Teaspoon, oh yeah, good. He gonna lock seas with you, you know what I'm saying? He gonna try to see what he can get up out of you. He gonna use you to where it was more of a turn off to me. Teaspoon gonna latch on to you and show you some Crip love and try to use you. So he was in the kitchen with Doughboy. And however on his yard at the time, I think that the Muslims and Crips might have had two incidents to where the Crips had did something with Muslims and stuff like that. And I kind of feeling like the Muslims probably was feeling some type of way or just waiting for a time. Like, man, we got to holler back at these dudes or if we can get a one up. You know what I'm saying? We got to try to do that. So, however, as I left that spot, like I told y'all, you know what I'm saying, I was getting letters and emails. We on the email, hey, man, Teaspoon, since you left, Teaspoon back tripping, Teaspoon back up, Teaspoon doing this, Teaspoon doing that. So I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to tame me, more can't nobody tame me. So, however, they working in the kitchen, this doing like Ramadan. And like doing like Ramadan, the whole compound eat, you know what I'm saying, breakfast, lunch, dinner, you know what I'm saying, except the Muslims. You know what I'm saying, the Muslims, we don't eat till the sun go down. You go in that chow hall, you do your prayer, they prepare the food, all 3 meals that was served throughout that day, you get them all in one, you know what I'm saying? But that stomach be so shrink, you know what I'm saying, you don't even eat everything. Plus you get you know what I'm saying, your morning breakfast for when you wake up on your ding to do your fine time prayer thing, you know what I'm saying? You can break fast and eat your breakfast, you know what I'm saying, before that sun come up. So, however, they in there setting up for Ramadan from my understanding. I guess Teaspoon, like during that Ramadan, they do be bringing like a lot of exclusive meals and or like pastries and stuff like that. And the people in the kitchen, because they help serving along with the Muslims, they can steal stuff and steal the exclusive stuff and bring it back, sell it and stuff like that. So it was a situation to where Teaspoon was in the kitchen and I guess, he was punking on Doughboy and I guess he had took some stuff from Doughboy and or was taking stuff from Doughboy. And this was going on for some time, and I guess Doughboy had kind of just got tired of it. I guess it was like a pan or something, some chicken or something, and Teaspoon had took it and or something had happened with it. I don't remember exactly what had happened, but I know it was over some food in the kitchen that Teaspoon had either took or was trying to get, and Doughboy had did something with it to make Teaspoon push up on him and chastise him, and Doughboy tried to get smart. When Doughboy tried to get smart, it said Teaspoon slapped him, you know what I'm saying? And from there, it went up. Now, from my understanding, when Teaspoon first slapped him, Doughboy didn't do nothing. Oh, yeah, Doughboy that definitely didn't do nothing. They said Teaspoon slapped him. Bing, Doughboy didn't do nothing. So, I guess somebody else had seen it, and or it was another Muslim in there, and they had got at the other Muslims and was kind of getting that Doughboy like, look, bro, that don't look right, bro. You feel me? Like, our blood is sacred. You supposed to get touched, bro. Like, blah, say, blah. You know what I'm saying? So, Doughboy gets slapped. You know what I'm saying? And the Muslims hollering at him, so he go back, he holler at Teaspoon, like, whatever, they got to get down. However, I think they get down or whatever. They get down, Teaspoon dust him off, whoop him out real bad, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't even a match from my understanding, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, just the height differences and size and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? He didn't stand a chance. He get his feet whooped, you know what I'm saying? Everybody thinking it's good, you know what I'm saying? The Muslims got the Crips thinking it's good, you know what I'm saying? The Crips thinking it's good. You know what I'm saying? When it's not good, Teaspoon's supposed to got him up out of there. Supposed to roll him up out of there after he slapped him. That was a B move. You don't supposed to be here. So, being that Teaspoon didn't get him up out of there, the Muslims basically gave old boy an ordeal. Look, first you got slapped, and even though you went back and fought, it didn't go in your favor. So, either you need to get up out of here or figure out what you gonna do. And them leaving him that ultimatum, you know what he do? He goes back in that kitchen. He's a cook. He go to that grease, set that grease in that fryer. Once it got hot and steaming, he got him like a little bowl or a pot or something, got some of that hot grease, went to where Teaspoon was at. Hey, Teaspoon. So as he turned around, dashed him. He dashed him. They said Teaspoon tried to like jump back. Some of it hit him right here on the side of his face, and the majority of it hit his chest. They said Teaspoon was looking crazy. Like, I'm saying, I don't know if you ever seen the white meat or pink meat behind this brown or black meat, but they said that mask folded, so that came down, got ate up, it came down, and his chest was messed up. Teaspoon had like some 2nd or 3rd degree burns to where he had to go to the hospital and be hospitalized. The homies mad. The homies really don't know what's going on because it wasn't really no other Crips in the kitchen at the time that it happened. Everybody else was leaving during that time that it was that situation that happened. So the homies on the yard, they want to take off. They ready to take off, but they waiting for Teaspoon. You know what I'm saying? They waiting for Teaspoon response. You know what I'm saying? Teaspoon was in the hospital for about like a month or two. By the time Teaspoon got back to the yard, I guess all the aggression and everything had blew over. Cooler heads had prevailed, but it was still some homies that was on that. Like, hey, bro, what's up, bro? What happened? We heard this happen, but we wanted to hear it from your mouth. Like, what we doing? We taking off on the Muslims or what? Let's get them. However, doing all the carnage and stuff that Teaspoon was doing, I guess Teaspoon, you know what I'm saying, was close to the house. He was close to the house. And when he had came back to the institution, the police had basically told him, like, look, bro, if you press the button or if anything happened between the Crips and the Muslims, you will not be making that date. We're going to throw you in the back with them injuries, and we're going to make sure some more time is tacked on you. So whatever they told Teaspoon, they kind of scared Teaspoon to what Teaspoon had went to the homies and got at the homies and kind of like, man, come on, look, bro, you know what I'm saying? This is me. It happened to me. It happened to none of y'all. It is what it is. You know, I slapped him. I got on him. You know what I'm saying? I beat him up. You know, he came back and hit me with the thing. You know, he not here no more. I can't get with him. I don't want to make it a big yard thing. You know, I'm on my way to the streets. You know, I'm about to go home. I don't want no big melee. You know what I'm saying? We all black. We don't need to furthermore, you know what I'm saying, get into no riot and mess any other people dates up. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, basically, you know, a lot of people said that, you know, for the first time Teaspoon came out and wasn't childish and or, you know, wasn't trying to truck nobody dating, was being responsible for what happened. But, you know, a lot of homies wasn't feeling it either. Like, bro, he got hit with some grease, bro. The Crippy name on this, bro. He was the bully doing all this and that. Now this happened. Now, you know, he kind of like on the taking, you know what I'm saying, the high step and the high note. So, you know, that was just a situation, you know what I'm saying. Teaspoon had healed up, you know, from there. You know, he had went home from Adwater, came back on a violation. I had ran into him, you know what I'm saying, when I was leaving, where was I leaving? Oh, when I went back on a violation and I was leaving MDC LA, I had ran into him at Victorville holdover, you know what I'm saying, when we was both on our way to Mendota to the same yard. You know, we ended up becoming cellies and stuff like that, chopping it up about the old times and stuff like that. And I got to ask him, you know what I'm saying, about him getting dashed in the face and stuff like that. And he had kind of summed up the story that I brought to y'all and that the other people was giving me. So, you know, that's just something, you know, I wanted to bring for y'all for this month of Ramadan. You know, we fasting, we on our deen, you know what I'm saying, and we gonna conclude it there. It's your boy, Young and Hefe. Don't care about number, what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm gonna bring you mail.
Be acting like they own shit over there, my nigga. You feel me? Like, nigga, you don't own nothing over there, though, bro. Nigga, get to the hood. Nigga ain't got, nigga, we hand front of somebody else's house. If you don't knock it off, nigga, I'm finna go in the house, go, nigga, take my shoes off, nigga, turn on YouTube, make me some content, and stay out you niggas' way. Because it be 10 niggas on the block with one strap. You feel me? I got my own strap. You feel me? I ain't passing shit on. And I ain't put my life in another nigga hands. So the fix all that, right? I'm just stay my monkey ass in the house. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And there's so much niggas telling out here nowadays, you don't know who's snitching. You feel me? You got a strap on you. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you got Crash, the FBI, the National Guards pulling out, going straight to you. But you want a nigga to come to the hood.